Woo. Whoa. Whoa, thanks for the follow, dude. Sergeant Mustache. Okay. Roto, what's up, man? I just realized I didn't bring a drink with me. No. Dude, we definitely need a bevel. We need a bevel emote. For sure. So everything looks good. Video's playing. Yeah, cool. Good. Alright, Cupid Cat. What is up? Dude, this is awesome. Love this. I love how animated stuff is. It's strange that this text is in front of it, but I'm assuming you probably don't have control over that right now. If you click to the right, this one's pretty cool too. Dude, showing your environments like this. Dang, girl. That's freaking... This is awesome. Super cool. Does that arrow key work? Oh my god, it does. Yeah, this is really cool. You got props, textures, architecture. Maybe you don't need architecture separate from your... I mean, architecture... Actually, let's go into that. Oh, so it just goes to the... Okay, I see. It goes to your overall gallery, which is pretty good. Let's see what... So, environments, props. So the architecture actually does not have a section. Obviously, your environments have architecture to them, right? So, you probably don't need this slide. That, and it's the screen behind it is... the Reddington. Stop yelling. You probably don't need something like this, if that makes sense. Like the screenshot is not really showing your content well. And then this, when you click on it, you're expecting to see architecture, but then there's not the architecture section. And then we have your Artstation. Cool profile pic. Let's see here. So 3D environment artist, prop artist. Paris. Good place to be as an artist. I don't know about this. Do that. Nice. So you've got a level 80 article. Go through these. Oh man. Yeah, this is good. You got a nice selection of stuff. Right off of the bat, if I just kind of scroll through these, just going off the thumbnails, I think your character and your Lord Chesterhawk, those are actually the two weakest things I'm seeing right now, I think. So when you have things that you would like to label old stuff, I've always said this, and doggo. No, I won't say that. I will say that's what you should put in your blog. At least that's how I do it. You take your work that is not up to date anymore, and then just put it in your blog. Yes, dude, it's totally, Willie. It's like what we were talking about with GIFs, showing your environment in motion. It's got a little bit of difficulty to get that out the door and looking good, but at the same time, oh man, the payoff, seeing an environment moving around is so much more like visually compelling, and it adds so much more depth, like automatically. Unless of course it's a 2D. There's no depth. 2.5D, that's 0.5 depth. Learning with DiNusty. Anyways, so let's kind of just scroll through these. This is pretty cool though. I mean, I think one of the reasons that it feels weak to me is the hair feels melted, and it's just the approach that you went with sculpting is kind of get like the liquidy state. Oh, thanks, Curious. Always with the Artstation drops. Oh man, that leg's cool too. So overall, this is pretty good. Oh, see, and then you have it textured down here. What? Hang on. Hang on. Why isn't it textured here? Because this makes me feel like it's not only is it old stuff, but it's also like you didn't texture it, right? But you've totally textured it. And it's the last image. That's cool. It's cool. That's a really interesting character. All right, so we'll leave it with that. That was 2 years ago too, as well, huh? Okay. Cool. Yep, old stuff again. I would, yeah, blog it. Blog it and be happy. Keeping stuff really up to date is super important. Nice. You even have a Gumroad set up. Let's see what's going on in here. I'm always like, how do I get to your main Gumroad? You know what I mean? It's like, what am I looking at? Oh, that's gonna bug me. And it's not really your fault either. It's like, I guess if you're going to link to stuff just to market yourself a little better, make that link just go to your Gumroad, because then they end up seeing more of your stuff, right? Like, oh, it's that design from Gumroad is so bad. I don't understand why they're like fighting their own process. It's weird. Anywho, so you would do yourself a favor, I think, by just making this link go to your main page of your Gumroad, your main Gumroad page, because then they will see other stuff, and then you'll actually end up getting more clicks, most likely. Let's keep scrolling through this stuff. So this looks pretty cool. Metal Fusion. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm curious, like, how you would use this stuff, like this top material. Is it a smart material? You know what I mean? In general, though, it looks pretty cool. This one's really nice. I use pictures and modify them to achieve this. Nice. This is not bad for modifying pictures. Framing wise, so this is kind of important. So you see how you're clipping on the top there? Just get the whole thing framed up in there. And if like I guess if you were trying to just frame this, then you should alpha out this stuff. I mean, you could even go as far as to like, you could mask it if you wanted to in Photoshop. You could do it in post. Because the background's constant, right? Yes, it is. So you can just like mask that stuff out. I won't do it, but you know what I mean. You can just like, and if you're masking it out, definitely higher res than that. Because that's terrible. That was terrible. I'm sorry I did that to your art. This is pretty cool though. What's not cool is how this piano is killing me. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is cool. Use several pictures and modify them to achieve this. Dude, cool. That song was, I don't know. That was intense. This is pretty awesome though. I think what it's missing is information to help like okay, hang on. This music's not, none of this is working for me. What's in, that's right, I'm building playlists for you guys. It's only a matter of time. I'm gonna release them to you guys. Let's see what a radio does to this. Sure. All right, cool. So albedo looks pretty slick. The normal is very clean as far as the edges. Like I'm curious, like to show some of the aging, maybe chipping that up a little bit. Like you take that normal map into like into Substance Designer and create a height map off of that, and then repurpose that height map, do some like chipping to it, and then turn that back into a normal map. Now in stores for $9.99. I think I'd get sued for that. Yes. So, and then your roughness, I think, could use some love around these areas as well, so they're not as clean. Because like the albedo shows quite a dirty surface, so kind of breaking that up, I think, would be important. Because right now it feels very, very clean, especially in this angle. It's like ultra glossy. Mango, what's up? How you doing? Go Kami! Man, go Kami! This one's pretty cool. That is interesting. So the process you're talking about was several pictures and modify them to achieve this. I'm curious, like, what you mean by that. Yeah, these shapes are really cool, though. I like it. It's very, like, it's very flat in this, and it looks like you're using Quixel. How long ago is this? Just 2 years ago? Okay. So what I should do is just kind of scroll through these things really quickly because they're so old compared to what you're doing now. This one is really cool. This one's also pictures. You're doing a pretty good job of converting stuff over. Albedo looks pretty good as well. It's not getting a lot of the blues in it that you would see in like photos. Yeah, maybe bitmap to material, and maybe that is helping remove a lot of the color. Dude, awesome. You need to respond to this guy. Because that Blue Bite, man, those guys are awesome. Yeah. I mean, these are all really cool. This one has a lot of lighting information in it. It's like shadows and stuff. Probably finding a way to remove that would be pretty important. I mean, in general, these are pretty cool. There's a little bit of this noise stuff that you're getting in here that feels very generated. So be careful with that. It's kind of like stuff starts to get a little pillowy. So the contrast, Mango, your comment about the contrast and the material definition, that contrast definitely put it in your roughness. Let me see if there's, yeah, because like seeing here, this one already, in my opinion, has too much contrast in the albedo. Like those shadows and stuff, those should be in like your AO. Right? And then like, and then your roughness should be like in the crevices and like the dirtiness and griminess of it. It should be here. Right now your roughness is pretty flat. So you're not really seeing all the little details. Yeah, the roughness on the textures should definitely be in the roughness though. Oh yeah, this guy. Awesome. So concept. Okay, so I see now. I see. Ah, Night Corgi. Dude, that's awesome. So I think with it being a concept like that, maybe you don't need it this big unless you're gonna get like a higher resolution for the dog, because now you're getting like a texture resolution difference between your the pieces that you've kind of scrapped together. This is pretty cool though. Nice. I see what you did here. Whoops. All right. So, and then this one. So this one definitely like in this area. is very dark. Like all of this drippy stuff, the darkening here, a lot of that you could put in your roughness. Right now you're not utilizing your roughness nearly at all, almost. Like it's a certain range and that's about it. You could totally benefit from dirtying up the walls with roughness. And the wood as well. And I think the reason... Oh, wow. Lots of conversation. Dude, that's awesome. Nice. I think the process that you're going about when you're making that stuff is pretty good. It seems to be working out pretty well. There's just you're still getting a lot of lighting information in your albedo, which is one of the main problems with stuff like that. But yeah. This is cool. So some 3D concepting. I think so when you post stuff like this, let's see. You have the French version of it and then the English version? Is that what I'm seeing? I'm not sure if this is like the same as down here. It looks like it is. I don't know. I would definitely translate that maybe down here or something. Pretty cool though. All right, starting to get into the 3 dizzles. So, right off the bat, I think that the images are very dark. This is what? This is a year ago? Nine, I did. We're doing yours next Friday or next Thursday, sorry. Reddington accepting the motoism. Nice. So, oh, this angle's really nice. So, let's grab this stuff and take a look. Let's take a closer look. So, this is kind of this framing stuff. You don't need this anymore. In my opinion, anyways, at least on Artstation. Like maybe if you could theme your Artstation stuff, that would be kind of cool. Like if in here, you could theme Artstation to look a specific way for presenting this. But I think that just kind of detracts from like just showing off your work, right? So we got the coveted levels check. Just gonna do this really quick. Okay, so make sure that you're putting information where all this red is. And by putting information, I mean like making sure that you have lighting in there. What's up, bro? How you doing? Hi, Eagle. Welcome to the dark side. Yeah. So getting information in there will allow you to, when you need to in post, push your ranges up a bit. You'll have information to play with. If it's dark like that, then there's almost no information to shift around. So you see when I bring it up, then the compression kicks in and it gets really like intense pretty quickly. So brightness wise, I would expect maybe to be more along that line. And then the colors seem really tonal. Is that the right way to use that word? Let's see here. Yeah, everything is very samey color-wise. PogChamp. Yeah, it's just really dark. Like right now you're not using any of this range here. You have a little bit. See that little pixel there? That's all these. That's all the light sources because they're the brightest point. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can do that. I've never tried it like this. That is totally not going to work. Nope. No, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Anyways, your scene is very, very dark. Adjusting it to be more in like this image right here looks pretty good. And I find it really interesting because like shot to shot, the range changes. Like this one right here is really cool. Whoa, that's really weird feeling. I'll just, oh God, why is it doing that? See, like I want to see the ground so I can get a little bit of the contact of the props and stuff. Overall though, like this area right here feels really nice. And it's like you just want to spread it across the rest of the scene. And then I think is that blood on the wall? What is going on over there? Chair looks pretty cool. I think what, hang on here. Oh, right. Just referencing back to the, oh yeah, see this formatting made me think there's more too. Overall the scene's pretty cool. The wall looks like maybe the normals are inverted. Pawn, what's up, man? So watch out for that. Just flip your green channel and see if it looks better to you or if it looks more correct. And then be careful of these straight lines. Like you can do stuff like adding molding, like crown molding up there, or like just adding a little bit of geometry to kind of wiggle it a bit. And then I think you'd be good to go. This too, like it shows how low poly it is by how straight this is. Just adding like a couple loops and pulling those in so that it has a little bit of a curve would do wonders. Dark side of the room, I mean moon. Oh, what? Videos. Oh yeah, see this looks pretty good. So what I'm trying to figure out now is why it looks so blurry. Must be the temporal AA. When you make these video recordings, I would highly suggest, what's up Stavas? I would suggest making the videos at 4K and then like downsampling them or shrinking them down to 1080 or 1440. Those videos are gonna look freaking nice. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around your video. Make sure that, see how the camera's panning? Make sure that in the next shot, even if this shot is still, that it transitions from this shot to this one before the panning stops, because it's just a little jarring. That is cool. Does it work with images? Yes, it does, Reto. Totally do that as well. If you do that, you can also turn off your temporal AA and anti-aliasing because it'll do it for you. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, what is this? This is where, I mean, we're not done with your portfolio yet, I don't think. That is the sickest thing I've seen in your portfolio. There's a few things that are weird with it, but this is like, oh man. So the speed of the camera movement is really nice. It's like rotating and panning at the same time. I'm just gonna keep looping through this. The materials are looking pretty nice. Like the wood feels like it might be a little shiny, but I really like being able to see reflection of the light sources in it. That type of treatment I would really like to see on the ground, like down here. Oh man, that's cool. And the brightness here, I feel like maybe you get a little bit of a shadow here. I'm not sure, that would be wrong because the light is so low. But I think with how bright this is, you might get a little bit of like light bleed around here. Oh man, this feels good. This is nice. The other thing that's really working for you is you have a lot of different types of materials in this. So you've got a wax material, you've got a wood material, metals, stickers, and they all have different like kind of reflectance and roughness values that all kind of like play together, and they're interacting with each other. Man, it really... And see, as the camera's panning, you get the parallaxing or motion in the roughness. So nice. Now, with that said, the complexity you have going on here seems to fall apart the moment you see this. So, like, actually, with the amount of time that this is panning, this shot would actually be better if you fade to the next shot before you get a glimpse of this side, or add some more geometry to detail this out a little bit, and then you're golden. And of course the ground needs to be reflecting a little bit. And saturation wise, this feels stylized versus the rest. That's freaking cool though. Okay, let me go through the rest here. Yeah, see, this shot actually looks like a completely different scene from this one. Like, imagine getting that type of information on the wood here. The other thing too is like these posters seem like they're not being affected by the lighting, because they're just like, they're almost unlit in shadow, if that makes sense. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I like the little plaques, because see, it's stuff that's moving around and kind of playing with the lighting and reflection. Whoa, that is jarring. Ah, it's kind of cool though. You might be a little close. So wrapping around like that is really confusing. I think if you were to just pan from left, right here, if you were to just pan left to right through the liquid, that would be pretty cool. The other thing that I'm seeing is your ceilings are also very blank. Like, it's just a solid cap. If you were to add geometry to this edge and just kind of extrude those out, it adds so much detail automatically. But yeah, I think so. Right here, that edge here, you're like clipping through your geometry, which you don't want to do, because you get this really weird line that kind of distracts the eye. Man, that's cool though. This looks pretty nice. I think the lights from the candles are too bright, or maybe they're too cool. Like, they need to be warmer even, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, nice. Get some man, did you write that or did you type it? It's pretty cool. Oh man, this type of text, not the text itself, the like embossing it like that. Oh man, I'll just say people that are born in 85 to like 90 or 89 will cringe at that, just so you know, because this is like stuff we used to do on our websites when we used to type HTML and there were only like 100,000 websites online. Let's see here. Okay, we got to go a little bit faster because this is pretty cool. It needs, I mean, I guess geometry wise it's okay because it's smaller. It feels like it needs more geometry. Like this this pot is really good. And then I guess geometry wise the chair needs more. The boxes need more. Oh, see, they have the geometry too. I mean, taking those... Can I zoom in on this? No, I can't. Thanks. Thanks. Let's see here. These boxes, like these inner areas, pushing those in more is going to give you much more like information for the lighting to play with. This is cool. Be careful with how thin the sides get as well. It can start to get a little weird. And then like these are both from the same texture, right? So you can see the duplicate information there. Just turning this around or flipping it upside down might hide that. Some close-up shots of this, I think, will expose the resolution of the geometry and the way that it was put together. It could be a little bit closer, though. Maybe like this is like this big. The platform is maybe like that much larger. Oh, man, that's just a single quad, too. That's freaking hardcore. I see. I see. All right, props. Props. So this one's just lacking depth of like, it's totally okay to model these and bring them out and bring pieces like the screen, bringing that inward, and then getting some information as far as roughness goes and metalness to separate pieces out so that you know what the solar panel on the top has a different reflection and like roughness versus the plastic or metals, and then metals in here, and then there's glass over the top of this. This is probably a different plastic roughness than this plastic. Those type of details, got to do those. Those are super important. Yeah, so your gloss is very like even tone. This one's a little better. It really needs like some extra geometry around the edge there. Some bevels, if you will. Some bevels, guys. But like the metalness has information in it. I mean, the overall is pretty good. It needs character. It needs stickers. It needs to look like it's lived in a space. And then more geometry wouldn't hurt. Like roundness, this looks pretty good. But the hard edges here are really killing you, I think. Skateboard. Skateboard, guys. Some more geo to round this out would help. And then getting a good like metalness on your trucks. The wheels as well tend to have like a texture on the under edge of them, and they'll also get darker. So that'll be rougher, but then the sides are going to be a little less rough. Bevels. Yes. Oh, this is a great presentation of the skateboard, though. I like that you were thinking about that. Oh man, you even got the beginning of it. That's great. Oh, very cool. BioShock fan art. So again, getting some material separation, and then like you see how like this neon is really glowing. Getting yours to glow like that, and then I wouldn't even hesitate. Just straight up model those. Model that out, bring it outwards. Like let it be high poly. Don't even worry about the poly count. Cuz it like geometry wise, this is already getting pretty high. Like these cuts here, you can get rid of those and just like bring it all the way down. So this can just be, yeah, like I don't think you need all those cuts there now that I'm looking at it more. But up here, dude, totally pay for it. Make it the geometries. You can even like cut little holes in there and then have the tubes go into the frame. Super cool. Overall, those pretty well done. Crazy stream delay, huh? I'm sorry. Oh, this is cool. Warhammer fan art. I like that you're doing a lot of fan art. Like do what's fun to you, right? That is cool. Yeah, this is pretty well done. I feel like maybe it's missing some. Oh, that is cool. It's missing some interaction with material to material. Like where the chimney comes out of, that's a chimney, right? Yeah. Where that comes out of is like is disconnected. I mean, it could be a gold trim like this that just kind of goes around. This is a nice touch. Yeah, these details are good. It's the where they connect feels kind of off to me. And remember that you can use your second UV set to have this all kind of like map together. Did someone say bevels? I see bevels, but they're still hard edged here. So you like soften those out and you'll be in a pretty good spot, I think. If you map all of this into another UV set, then you can do a lot of roughness and dirtiness interaction between the separate materials. That way you can get this more grounded onto the wall behind it. Pretty cool though. Man, all the information you're giving, that's pretty cool. Oh, right. I remember the chainsaw. We've critiqued this before. I think it's pretty good. Let's see what this guy's about. So this was 6 months ago. And I can tell already that you have a better sense of materials. Oh, man. These arms. Those are cool. Yeah, so you can see you're already starting to put more information in these channels, which is really good. Albedo, yeah. This might be a little dark, depending on what it's supposed to be. Like, that would not be albedo safe. Maybe if you're working with HDR materials, you got to be really careful. I was seeing, there it is. I was like, where's that green coming from? I think it's in the scene. In general, this is pretty nice though. Ah, it's cool. Collect them all, guys. Wow. What? TLDR? I don't understand. Is he saying this is too long? Ah, yes. This scene was really cool to look at. Fully dynamic lighting. Overall, you've definitely leveled up your work, and this one should have definitely grabbed some people's attention. Not as much as I was hoping, because I mean, this looks pretty cool. Maybe when it hit, there was a lot of stuff like this being posted. That can totally affect your traffic. So what I would say here is that these are very blank as far as like roughness goes. Oh, see, that's really cool. I'd critiqued this before as well. But yeah, everything is just very clean. It's very, very clean. This shot's really cool because it has a lot of character to it, like the stickers and stuff. And the fact that there's light in there, like illuminating the goods. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling through this stuff. Oh, wow. There's a lot of blank space in the back of this video. You can trim that off in YouTube. Overall, this one's pretty good, though. I think if I had to say anything, it would be just to get some contact dirtiness or roughness or something going on in your roughness. Let's see if actually... Okay, so we got wireframe. Is that albedo? Oh, this is going to kill me. So that looks like it's your roughness. So see that back wall, how it's got all the little grungy stuff and like all those little things going on? Like that should be like down here as well. And like this stuff, like this is pretty good that you've got something going on. Like these are very, very white and or clean. They're just like pristine. Oh wait, what is this? What? Maybe that's your roughness. What was that other map? Either way, there's more information going on around here, and like especially this door. That door is great. Like getting that type of interaction around here is really important. This song is, I don't know about this. Sounds like a bug. Chrome Sparks. I think I've listened to these guys before. This one's cool as well. This is nice to see that you're playing with this type of stuff, and this is like a whole other job in its own. I kind of wish I could see a higher res version of this, or see this one by itself larger on like a single image. But man, you've got so many variations in there. That's really cool. See those variations? Those, I would love to see them in here. But you're showing more of the technical side around it. I'm like, why can't I freaking scroll? It's because I'm trying to use the scroll bars that are in your images. What's up, Darklin? How you doing? Okay, so we only have, let's see here. We only have 15 minutes to talk about, this is awesome that you got an article as well. This is actually quite a big deal. In general, I think you just need to keep concentrating on your roughness and your materials in general. And then don't be afraid to add geometry and just get the details where they need to be. You should not have, you should be, I mean, you're basically in a position where you should be getting an internship. Maybe one more scene like this, or some breakdowns of props, like doing a few props and then just getting those materials nailed. I would consolidate your materials into a single spot if you could, and then remove and place it in like a blog or something, your older stuff. And it'll be easier to look at this and consume the content. This song is way too weird. But yeah. Cool. World Machine, so good. It's pretty cool. World Machine's pretty rad. But yeah. Cool. I think you're very close, if not ready, to be like getting an internship. We should actually, if you see this video, message me on Discord, because I feel like there's, I guess I need to ask you some questions to see what you're stuck on and whatnot. So yeah, just hit me up on Discord. Cool. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Video still, yeah, it's cool. Good to go. All right, I'll be right back, guys.